Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gaming Movie Show, and today I'm here to hit you with my Nova theory. Now, Nova has been rumored for a very, very long time. In fact, Nova was being talked about as far back as the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie, except not only did Kevin Feige and James Gunn kind of came to the same conclusion that there wasn't enough space to have him in there. Not only was there enough space to have him in there, but even if they just put him, even if they put him in there, he wouldn't have been able to get the time that he wanted. Now that he couldn't have been able to get time to do the character justice, and that's something that Kevin Feige has done on multiple things before. Like he's done, like he wanted to put Wasp in the Avengers, but he was like, I didn't want to just throw it in there. Like it should have just been thrown in there. There wouldn't have been any character set up. He was like, I want to set the character up. Same thing with Ant-Man. Same thing with Captain Marvel. There was a couple characters that he wanted to do that he never ended up doing because he was like, I want to kind of set up to that. Same thing with how Scott Derrickson wanted Nightmare in the original Doctor Strange, but they were like, look, man, we think that's a cool idea, but we gotta wrap people around this shit first. We can't do too much. We can't overwhelm the audience. And then that's why you haven't seen Nova yet. Now, Nova, amongst other characters, such as Adam Warlock as well. Though at least Adam Warlock is coming at clearly, because he got a shout out in Guardians of the Galaxy. Still waiting on casting for that, by the way. But Nova has not been seen. Now you've seen the Nova Corps on Xandar, and they have the outfit. They have because the Novas are really known for that little they have those three ball. They got the energy little yellow, sometimes orangish looking ball that's here, and it's one there and two here. And they got that in the movie. They got the helmet with the star on it and everything. But they're not the Nova Corps that we know. Like Nova Corps is like they're basically Marvel's version of the fucking Green Lantern. There's an entire corps of them flying around space, and Nova is the one who's over here in our section. Richard Rider, eventually Sam Alexander, which I've been flip flopping on that for a while. There's a part of me that's like, you gotta do Richard Rider, right? He's the original. He's the traditional. He's essentially Hal Jordan, but if from a diversity standpoint and a youth standpoint, you probably want to go. There is an argument to be made for Sam Alexander, though Sam Alexander is a legacy Nova. Like I said, there's still arguments to be made. And there's even two different helmets. There's the gold helmet and there's a black helmet. I haven't kept up on all of my Nova, but I have a theory for how they will introduce him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's a theory that's kind of been talked about many times since Endgame came out. But I just really want to get it out there because I've never really talked about it. I've never really made the video. I've thought about it so much, and I've talked to friends about it so much that it felt like I already made my theory on how they're going to introduce Nova, but I haven't. And the thing is, the way I came up with this theory was, in the first Avengers, it's revealed that the government has been experimenting with the Tesseract to make weapons. Hell, if you want to be technical, Red Skull made weapons from the Tesseract in the fucking 40s, in 1940, in the 1940s. So and during World War II. So that alone kind of tells you right then and there that you can weaponize this stuff. Also, they show Celestials weaponizing the Power Stone. So these stones are weaponizable. Captain Marvel gets her powers from a stone. In fact, the Tesseract is used to not only give Captain Marvel powers, but also was being used as a hyper engine for a spacecraft. So it just shows that the Infinity Stones can be used as can be weaponized, and so you can take power off of it. Such as also giving Quicksilver and Wanda abilities from the Mind Stone. Even the Scepter, even the scepter itself that Loki's has, his little fucking scepter with the knife at the end, even technically, that was using the Mind Stone and shooting energy blasts out of it and everything. So, you can weaponize this stuff. Earth has done it. Other places have done it. And it always and it made me think about, what will make the most sense in the world. Because the MCU is different. None of the Nova Corps, if the Nova Corps had someone like Nova we would have already heard about it, especially when it got fucked up. So the only logical explanation is that they didn't have the ability, they didn't have someone with the powers of Nova from the comics. You know, Nova from the comics is he's a lot like Captain Marvel, like in the MCU's Captain Marvel, where he can fly in outer space, he can fly at super speeds. He's like a living rocket. There are many comic book panels where all you see is his body and his head, and his body and his head, and the rest of it is just just like energy. Like he's like, that's why I think one of his nicknames is like literally the rocket, you know, the living rocket, whatever. I can't remember the exact name, but it's like, I know it's a rocket something, because he literally just looks like a rocket. You just see the helmet and him, and he's just, and that's kind of one of his big power sets, is he has cosmic powers similar to Cap, but literally Nova's power set, if you really want to just have a simplistic answer, it looks like MCU's Captain Marvel. Like when he's flying, the whole 9 yards, it looks a lot like MCU's Captain Marvel. So, which makes sense if his source of his power comes from an Infinity Stone. Now, Marvel has pretty much set up the concept that if your powers come from an Infinity Stone, unless you're Quicksilver, you are one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Doctor Strange with the Time Stone was instantaneously one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Captain Marvel is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Wanda is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. If you have the Infinity Stones, if the source of your power comes from an Infinity Stone, you're instantly one of the most powerful beings in the universe. And I thought that it would make a lot of sense, because Guardians of the Galaxy takes place in 2014. The attack on Xandar doesn't happen until 2018. So Xandar has the Power Stone for at least 3.5 years to 4 years. They had 4 years. Advanced aliens, alien race, huge alien empire, one of the big races in the universe, one of the big military forces in, the MCU. They had that long to experiment and see what they could do with the Power Stone, to mess around with it, to see if they can push it here, to see if they can push it here, and see if they can push it there. And maybe someone came up with the idea of putting the power into an object that can then be wielded by someone. And maybe someone managed to put a lot of the Power Stones, put a lot of power, harness power from the Power Stone and put it inside of a helmet. See where I'm going here? Put it inside of a helmet. And it was like this experimental thing. They never got around to actually the test phase when Xandar gets leveled by Thanos, like we heard in Infinity War. It gets leveled, it gets destroyed. Not destroyed, but it gets leveled. It gets half the people are dead, half the people are not. But it gets leveled. Thanos goes off the Power Stone. Goes off with the Power Stone. And the capital of Xandar, which I don't remember the name of the capital of Xandar. I'm pretty sure it says it in Guardians. I have to go back and watch Guardians again. But the capital of Xandar is fucked, and they don't know where things are. And literally, this helmet is missing. This helmet is lost. And someone, either an older Richard Rider, or a young boy, or a young Sam Alexander finds this helmet, puts it on, and he becomes Nova. It was designed like that, like the suit and everything, it makes the suit and everything comes out of it. And it's some advanced alien technology. It's some advanced technology. It's like an experimental thing. You could almost make the Nova helmet like Blue Beetle, if you want to. You might can go that route. You can make it almost Blue Beetle. There's this helmet, this experimental, this highly, the best, it could be some cool thing too. You know what it could be, now that I'm thinking about it? It could be some shit where, this ultimate weapon, throughout the course of the Nova movie, they're talking about this ultimate weapon this weapon that they were working on that they never got to use on Thanos, that they never got to actually get around to the testing phase on it. So, whoever wears it is basically the guinea pig for whatever side effects this happens. But this powerful thing, and someone finds this thing, and it's got all this hype, and it's just a helmet. Because the casual audience is going to be like, it's just a fucking Nova helmet. We've seen the Nova Corps already. It's just a helmet. And then the helmet gives you the power of Nova, and they get the suit and everything. I really think they should go that route. Because it already writes itself. There's already precedent in the MCU for people weaponizing Infinity Stones, for people finding a way to harness the energy of Infinity Stones to place in different places. Like I said, Red Skull had already found a way to take the abilities of the Time Stone and put it in a gun. Like, which kind of makes it look, I will say, now that I'm sitting here and talking it out with you guys, it really does make the US government look like morons. Because Red Skull was able to figure out how to make guns out of the fucking Tesseract, and he only had the damn thing for like a year? However long the course of Captain America, the first Avenger, maybe a year, 2? They had it for damn near 80 years and never got near making weapons the way that Red Skull was making it, so it kind of makes them look like shit. But I digress. Still, that shows that people can weaponize this stuff. You can take power from it and put it in something else and make a weapon out of it. And I am willing to go to bat with the idea that somehow the Nova Corps managed to find a way to drain energy out of the Power Stone and feel it and put it into a helmet and that helmet was supposed to be this ultimate doomsday, nuclear warhead weapon, but they never got the chance to use it because Thanos attacked, and now it's lost. And like I said, either A, some young kid named Samuel Alexander finds it, or B, Richard Rider finds it for some reason. I feel like they might do something with the actual characters themselves, like to make them more relatable. It would actually be cool, like if a lot of and I can't make up my mind because in the original books, I believe they're both from Earth. I don't know if I'd make them from Earth. I think I would make them survivors of Xandar. I would make either one of them. If you go Richard Rider or Sam Alexander, I would want them to be survivors of Xandar. People who live through that shit, who have to live with it. And yeah, sure, Xandar is half of the half that dusted away are coming back. But still, like, Xandar still got to deal with that shit. Like, like, they didn't get half of everyone back just like that. Like, no, Xandar, half of the Xandar, I don't even know what they call Xandarians. Half of the Xandarians are dead regardless. They ain't coming back. So, like, I would like to see the character be from Xandar, be dealing with that shit, be dealing with what happened, and maybe Xandar is going through rough patch and some tyrant is coming down there. Like, it would be cool to have that movie on another planet. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they could do that. I know it might be a bit difficult because, people relate it and stuff. But I mean, Thor took place on an alien planet, so, and it's already been shown that a lot of Xandarians kind of look human-y anyway, so you might be able to pull that off. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but that's my theory. I think that my theory for Nova is that the Xandarians, or Xandar, the Nova Corps, were experimenting with the Power Stone for 4 years, trying to make a big weapon in case someone like Ronan ever came back again. Especially after they saw that their biggest, like, seems like the Xandar really put their weight, and tilt their hat to their fleet. And seeing that their fleet got destroyed so easily by just a Power Stone, it would have to make them have to go back to the drawing board and go, we have to do something better. And the idea that they experimented with the Power Stone came up, put a lot of the power, not all the power clearly, because they can't run out of power, put the power of the Power Stone inside of a helmet, this really powerful helmet that's really dangerous, that they hadn't gotten the chance to test out or nothing yet, and because Thanos attacked before they ever got a chance to see what the damn thing can actually do, to see if it was going to actually operate like they wanted it to, and some kid or Sam Alexander or Richard Rider finds this helmet and uses it to become the hero of Xandar to protect his planet. I like that idea. I think that is to me, I'm like, it has precedent, like I said, and it just makes sense that would be the route they go. The only question is he, like I said, is he going to be from Earth or is he going to be from Xandar? I would like him to be, like I said, I personally would like him to be from Xandar. But what do you guys think of my Nova theory? Comment below. How do you think Marvel is going to introduce Nova into the MCU? They've been wanting to do it for like almost 7 years now. They gotta do it eventually. There is a chance, should say this, there is a slight chance that he probably might show up in Captain Marvel, and it actually would make a lot of sense if he showed up in Captain Marvel, because the power sets are so similar now, that it would make sense. It may make sense she'd be his mentor, which, damn, she got 2 mentees. But anyways, thank you guys for joining the Copycat Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe. See you in the next one.